and Elizabeth Fritz. All right, so we're missing Walker and Deb.
All right, move on to the secretary's report.
Okay, we have 2 sets of minutes to approve. I sent those to y'all via email last night, so you may have those on your phone if you hadn't had a chance to see them yet, but we'll go through them quickly. December 11th, we had a meeting at 7 o'clock. We had 14 present, 1 absent. Secretary's report, I was late to the meeting. I missed the first 27 minutes or so, but we had it recorded. So the minutes were based off of the recording, and it wasn't just an audio recording, it was actually the Zoom, I could see everybody. There was minutes of 2 previous meetings, 9/18 and 12/3. I had provided via email. Keith Dubose made a motion, Keith Hagler seconded to accept the minutes of those 2 meetings. That was approved. Treasurer's report, Elizabeth reviewed ad sales from the previous year. She also compared our ad rates to the ad rates charged by other breed associations. Elizabeth stated that Ryan Veenstra is still working on correcting financial statements. Due to inflation, TOBAA needs to consider raising prices on various services, registrations, transfers of memberships, etc. Then we talked about Christmas bonuses and cost of living adjustments for our TOBAA staff. Keith Dubose made a motion, seconded by Keith Hagler, to give each of the staff employees 1 week's salary as a year-end bonus. The motion passed. Then Keith Dubose made a motion, seconded by Kevin Rooker, to give a 2.5% cost of living adjustment to all TOBAA staff employees, with the exception of recently hired Ryan Veenstra. The motion passed without opposition. Then we went into an executive session to talk about some personnel payroll matters. After we came out of executive session, we talked about possible increase in registration and transfer fees. Elizabeth and Ryan had looked at registration and transfer fees charged by other breed associations. In general, TOBAA fees are lower than the fees of other associations. Furthermore, the fees have been at the current level for approximately 2 decades. The Executive Committee recommended that fees for registrations and transfers be increased. Keith Hagler made a motion, seconded by Kevin Rooker, to increase the fees for registrations and transfers by $5. The motion passed. Immediately after this motion passed, the question was asked about when is this going to go into effect. One suggestion was to start the increase on 1/1/25, but others thought there should be some time allowed for members to get animals registered or transferred before this went into effect. It was suggested that 3 months should be long enough. Keith Hagler made a motion, seconded by Tom Ryder, that the fee increase should begin on April 1st, 2025. That motion passed. Then Amanda Danley brought up an additional topics. She stated that she'd been contacted by a member who was needing to register a large number of older animals. And that person requested that a variance be provided to lower the $100 registration fee for these older animals. Keith Hagler made a motion, seconded by Keith, to reject this variance request and stay with the established fee rate. And that motion passed. And then we adjourned. Dave Berry made a motion, Keith Hagler seconded, to adjourn the meeting, and the meeting adjourned at 7:37. And then we have minutes from a meeting this week on Tuesday, January 14th. That meeting was held at 7:30. We had 12 present, 3 absent. The minutes of the December 11th meeting were not available for review yet. That's the ones we just reviewed. Elizabeth presented profit and loss statements and balance sheets for the past fiscal year and the current year to date. P&L statements are still being updated with corrected entries. The balance sheets remained unchanged. Elizabeth also presented profit and loss statements for the Horn Showcase and the World Expo. Elizabeth stated that we should consider raising membership fees. Some concern was expressed that members may object to a fee increase when the profit and loss statement shows a profit and the balance sheet shows a large positive amount in the bank. Keith Hagler made a motion, seconded by Justin Georges, to inform members that the board of directors will be making a decision on membership fees before April 1st, 2025. The motion passed. And then we looked at the results of the Division A election. You want me to give those, or you want to save that for a moment?
You can just say it.
So I just listed who won those spots, but that's coming up here in a moment on the agenda. And then the meeting adjourned at 8:40. So that's 2 sets of the minutes we need to approve.
I get a motion to accept the minutes as read. We have Chris Johnson and Keith Hagler. All in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. So, with the treasurer's report, we went over this Thursday as a group. It's pretty in-depth, and I'd like the members to see it. So if it's all right, I'd like to move that to the membership meeting, so Elizabeth can go over it in detail. Is everybody all right with that? Because I'd like for more members to be here to see it and not have to do it twice. Okay, we'll save that for the next meeting. We did a lot this year. We didn't pass a lot of things or vote on a lot of things, but we spent our time trying to beef up the backbone of our association, which is our office. They've been, I think, neglected for quite a while. Thanks to Elizabeth Fritz and Keith Hagler and Josh Gentry, Elizabeth's been in there working her tail off, trying to get the finances easier for the members to understand and follow, and reporting better, do some forecasting for the future. Josh spent time finding out what the office staff thought they needed to be successful. He did some interviews and kind of reached out, found out what their needs are. And Keith worked with an HR firm, with Elizabeth, to come in there and kind of help us come up with job descriptions, employee handbooks, and maybe move towards getting a CEO or something like that. We're still looking into that. A lot of work was spent with just trying to help our office staff. They worked really hard, and I felt that they've been neglected. And no matter what changes we make, if the staff isn't able to support it, it isn't going to get done. So I thought that was a good foundation to build on. We did some exciting things with Eddie Wood. You guys are going to see tomorrow. A lot of promotion, a lot of marketing. The amount of new calls, people asking about the Eddie Wood, has been more than we've ever had because of our marketing. Mason returned to us, so we've got a marketing coordinator again. Ryan is our new accountant. He's been doing a great job of coming up with the reports and forecasting. So overall, real positive year. There wasn't really a lot of drama or fighting, but just a lot of accomplishments. Let's see here. So, same with the committee reports. I think the members need to be here instead of doing it twice. I'd like for the membership to hear what they did. So if it's all right, let's instead of doing it twice, do that in front of the membership. So, unfinished business, we need to seat our new directors. So congratulations, we got 3 new directors. Matt Urban. Where is he at? He's over here. Sitting over here. Mark Hubble. And Tom Ryder's going to stay, and he's down there too, over there. So those are the directors that were elected in this election. So we will move on to the election of officers. Put the new card up, Mark. We're supposed to say my name. So we're going to do the election of officers by ballot. The board asked to do it by ballot. So I don't know if Rick's got a bunch of papers. They'll pass it out. So we'll start by getting nominations for the chair position.
Nominate Josh.
Tom Ryder nominated Josh Gentry.
I'll second.
Michael McCall seconded it. Is there any other nominations for chair? If there's no other nominations, then I guess nominations cease.
I make a motion to install them without further voting.
Yeah, so I think that's the process, if there's no other.
Got the motion to install without voting for unanimous.
We had a motion to install without voting. All in favor, aye? Opposed? Motion carries. So we'll move on to nominations for vice chair. Elizabeth Fritz nominates Keith Hagler. You don't get the second. Mark Hubble seconds that. Any other nominations for vice chair?
I make a motion to install Keith without further voting.
Need a second for that motion? Kevin Ricker, seconded it. All in favor, aye? Opposed? Motion carries. Get a motion for the treasurer's position.
Make a motion for Elizabeth again.
Keith seconds it. Any other nominations for treasurer?
I make a motion to install without voting.
Okay. Got a second for us. Mark Hubble seconds. All in favor, aye? Opposed? Motion carries. So I need a motion for secretary.
I nominate Steve.
Kevin Ricker nominates Stephen Head. Let me get a second.
I'll second it.
Michael McLeod seconds it. Is there any other nominations for secretary?
Oh.
Got a nomination for Amanda Danley.
Who's the nominee then?
Mark Hubble, Matt Bourbon seconded it, so we'll have to write your vote on the ballots, and then the office will pick them up and count them. So we got a nomination. Oh, is there any other nominations? Don't rush it. Nomination cease. Josh, you don't get a vote.
Who were the nominees again?
Amanda Danley and Stephen Head. I guess I should ask if they accepted. They accepted nomination. That's a daunting task. Yeah. I ask if you accepted it. Okay.
Johnny, Amanda Dandy called in her vote.
Okay. Keith, the Moose call in his vote, or text you, Rick?
I'm sorry?
Keith, the Moose, he's on Zoom too.
But no one's called in to me. I gave my number to call in.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Keith, if you can hear us, call your vote in to Rick.
Megan,
Oh,
this got Keith's vote.
oh, we got one more. That's good, so that'll be Josh's first hand. Amanda, is the new secretary. So now it's just down to the parliamentarian, and that is appointed by the new chair. So he appoints Tom Ryder. I think that's it for me. I think I'm all done. Has anybody got any questions or? Huh?
I think I'm pretty good, we may take the rest of the notes.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Did a great job for us. Stephen, I appreciate what you did for me. We had a great board this year that worked together, and I don't think we had any fights. None, not one. Well, all right. Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations to the new members, and there you go, Josh. Yep, thank you guys. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Tom.
All right, well, I can say I wasn't really prepared to take this over. I kind of thought Johnny was carrying this for me, so forgive me for being a little bit unprepared here. We'll start with our new business. We had 2 DNA proposals. We'll go through the first one first. AI certification, hardship. This was posted in the trails. Hopefully, everybody, I know everybody here, we've had multiple hours talking about this. Anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns from up here before we just vote on that thing? I guess do I need a motion to vote on this, or we just vote? Give me a motion. Matt Burton's got a motion. Keith Hacker, a second.
Who was the motion from?
Matt Burton. All in favor of passing this AI certification hardship proposal? Aye. Opposed? Opposed? Elizabeth? One opposition? Two. Kevin Murphy?
I agree.
Okay, so, proposal gets started.
This is just to hear it. This is just to hear the case. I'm an A on it too.
So you're an A on it, so we're at the 4 against.
I'm also
Against dealing with it.
No, this is just a discussion. I think it's better from.
Okay, so y'all wanna move this to the general membership meeting?
Yes, that's cool.
Okay. That's the vote that passes, so we can vote for that.
So we're gonna rescind it.
Yeah, we'll
later.
re-vote on this in the general membership meeting. No other new business, anything else? Anybody got anything? Anybody want to second that?
I'll second it.
Meeting dismissed. Keith made a motion to dismiss the meeting, we'll go to the general membership, and then Chris Johnson that seconded it, so meeting adjourned.
Okay, I'm gonna come upstairs.
Yeah, that's my problem. Yes, Rod. I forgot. Where are we taking this picture at? Go take pictures. Yeah, she said they wanted a group picture.